top of the morning to you, Lagos, Nigeria. Welcome back to Dailies Today, the second part of the program, Dailies Today, where we take a look at newspaper stories and you get to share your thoughts on the stories. I'm Sheriff Quadry, and we are live on Facebook and on YouTube. You can watch Nigeria Info 99.3 is how you would be able to watch on Facebook and on YouTube. Just type in Nigeria Info 99.3 if you're new. If you're not, you know what to do. Now, let's begin with the Punch newspaper this morning. We've got the papers on the table already. The Punch, we're going to take 4 stories from the Punch. Governorship bid. Hotel cancels Obaseki deputies venue booking. That's on page 22. Okay. Governorship bid. Hotel cancels Obaseki deputies venue booking. On page 22. Should we take a look at that story? Should we? Okay. Let's try. Let's take a look at the story. Ahead of Edo State Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu's formal declaration of his governorship ambition today, Monday, Eternal Hotels in Benin City has cancelled his booking to use the hotel. The hotel, located in the government reserved area, Benin, is renowned by a prominent chieftain, or is owned rather, by a prominent chieftain of the People's Democratic Party in the state. Punch's correspondent gathered that Shaibu was contacted by the management of the hotel that the space was no longer available for his use while his money was refunded. Ha. Hey. Governorship bid. Hotel cancels Obaseki deputies venue booking. That story is on page 22. If you like to read, you can go pick up the paper, the Punch. Let's go to page 32 now. Companies raise salaries by 4.6 trillion naira in 6 months. MBS. Companies raise salaries by 4.6 trillion naira in 6 months. MBS. That story is on page 32 of the Punch newspaper. Lecturers shortage hits varsities. ASU blames JAPA IPPIS. That story is on page 2. Okay, how does this I don't know the connection between IPPIS and this one here. Lecturer shortage hits varsities. ASU blames JAPA IPPIS. That story you can read up on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Okay, let's drop the Punch. Let's go pick up the Guardian newspaper. We've got 2 stories in the Guardian waiting for us. The first story is on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper. Deputy Speaker makes case for Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa as official languages. How is that going to work, really? Deputy Speaker makes case for Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa as official languages. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, has hinted that 2 bills, National Apprenticeship Scheme Bill and another to allow for more national languages outside English as Nigeria's lingua franca, are in the works and may soon debut in the lower legislative chamber. The bills are contemplated to give legal framework to the idea of creating more skills and employment for unskilled youthful population. Kalu mauled the ideas while meeting with the management team of Build Up Integrated Services, Build Up Africa, led by its Chief Executive Officer Chibike Agwene, during a courtesy visit over the weekend. Okay, official languages. Deputy Speaker makes case for Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa as official languages. A story is on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper. Let's move on quickly to page 7 of the Guardian newspaper. Okay, so here we go. On page 7, 70% of Nigerians poverty-stricken, say Okpeyemi Olanipekun. 70% of Nigerians poverty-stricken, say Okpeyemi Olanipekun. That story is on page 7 of the Guardian newspaper. I'm going to go back to the front page of the Guardian now. We'll just go through a couple headlines here. On page 3, on the front page, coup scares. Sierra Leone declares curfew as ECOWAS condemns plots. Women lawyers canvass castration of rapists. That story is on page 28. Serap urges World Bank to suspend loans to states. That story is on page 5. The Guardian is where you'd find all of these stories for you. Okay, Now, after Daily Trust, I'll come to the telephone lines. That's 014657190. The other line isn't working. It's out of service for now. 014657190 for our interaction this morning. But let's quickly go through the Daily Trust newspaper. Wike Fubara feud continues to put Rivers on edge. Page 12. Wike Fubara feud continues to put Rivers on edge. Page 12 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Confusion as Lagos Abuja flights diverted over weather. Confusion as Lagos Abuja flight diverted over weather. That story is on page 35 of the Daily Trust newspaper for you today. Now listen to this one. FG raises committee to crash cooking gas price. FG raises committee to crash cooking gas price. That story is on page 35 of the Daily Trust newspaper. So let's take this story. So I really don't know the reason behind the rise in the price of cooking gas, which people have adopted as a means of cooking. I remember quite well that there was a lot of campaigns at that time, that people should embrace cooking gas. Now, people have embraced cooking gas as a means of fuel to cook at home, and then the price has gone up. So here's the story. The federal government has expressed concerns over the high cost of cooking gas and has constituted a committee to bring down the price within a week and address supply constraints. The Minister of State Petroleum Resources Gas, Quadry Ekpo, has waded into the challenges bordering on the supply as well as the pricing of liquefied petroleum gas LPG in the country's domestic market. According to Ekpo's media, Luis Iba, the intervention on LPG, better known as cooking gas, follows the rise in recent months in the price of LPG per kg from about 700 naira to above 900 naira in some parts of the country. Try 1,200 naira. That story is on page 35. If you like to read, you can pick it up and read further. This morning, let's take one more story, then I'll come to the telephone. Just one more. Just one more. Okay. Tinubu pledges full university autonomy. Is this what you want? No, sorry. This is what you want is not part of this story. Okay. Page 35. We're going to go there to go take that story. Tinubu pledges full university autonomy. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said his administration was working towards the introduction of the policy that will grant full autonomy to universities. President Tinubu, represented by the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Engineer Abubakar Momo, said this in Benin at the weekend during the 48th convocation of the University of Benin. He said he was convinced that university autonomy would enhance the quality of education in the universities. Let me quote him. He said, university autonomy transfers the responsibility of performance directly to the individual institutions. This administration believes that this is the right step in the right direction. I will take that again. University autonomy transfers the responsibility performance directly to the individual institution. This administration believes that this is the right step in the right direction. End quote. He said, and I quote again, our administration is poised to change the narrative of higher education for the better and to place the institution of higher learning on a pedestal that would enable them compete with their counterparts across the world. End quote. Tinubu pledges full university autonomy. That story is on page 35 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Now, let me come take your thoughts via our live stream and on the telephone line. 014657190 is the only line that we are working with this morning. That is 014657190. And you've got 60 seconds to share your thoughts with me, okay? Make it short and straight to the point. Thank you. Good morning to you.
Hey, I greet you, Sheriff.
Good morning.
Thank God for another day. Yes, the women proposing castration of rapists. This is what I have been calling for. I hope it pulls through. I hope there's a legislature on it. Let it go around the state assemblies Yes, and let us do something about it. If we just keep condemning and condemning and condemning, it's not enough. Let us take this drastic measure and remove this people out of our society. I think those women that support their call, I'll be calling for it, and I hope it stands. And for those states, this trend of not allowing people to use hotels, it will still continue because Imo State started it now, and it's going there. Kogi State did the same thing. It will start going around now. Nigeria wants to start progressing in errors. Nothing stops us. We'll keep doing it. So I wish them well, people of Edo State. Good morning.
Morning to you too. Thanks for calling. Nigeria Info, good morning to you. That call has dropped, so we're going to hang up and take another one. Nigeria Info, good morning.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Morning to you.
My name is Robert.
Mr. Robert, welcome.
I support the senator. I don't know if you said senator that said 3 languages should be. We should use them as our official language. It's good. We speak too much grammar here in Nigeria. Even there are certain things that we don't know in our native language. So it's a welcome development. Thank you, sir.
Thank you too, Mr. Robert. Thanks for calling. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
So I want to contribute to what's happening on Nigeria.
Please be audible for us. We're struggling to hear you. Be audible, please. Go on.
Okay, I say that I want to contribute to the program on Nigeria Info.
Let's hear you.
Okay. My position is that making Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba lingua franca in Nigeria is another ethnic movement that will not help the country. If they are told they want to make any Nigerian language a general language, they should look for one so that they will understand what it takes. I don't care which language they adopt. It might be one minority language. If it's Igbo, is okay. Yoruba is okay. Hausa is okay. But I know those 3 tribes that has caused problem in this country from day one. Because these three tribes you talk about, the 3 ethnic Nigerian tribes that have caused Nigeria to this cry that we are crying till today. They are always fighting for the resources, how Nigeria can be shared among the 3 of them. Please, it should not be Hausa, it shouldn't be Igbo, it shouldn't be Yoruba. They should look for one language. One. Why can't we speak one language? Why must it be 3?
Give me an example of one language. Give me one.
It can be any language. We have over 100 languages. They can use Edo if they like. They can take one northern language if they anywhere. I don't care. But these 3 tribes are the tribes that have brought this country to its knee because of always trying to dominate. And let me tell you something.
No, your time is up. Actually, I don't have that much. I actually, gave you that much time to answer my question, but you did not answer my question. We have these voice notes that we usually play. By DK Chukwumerije. Well, the next time we play those voicemail, that voicemail, you will listen to, how he chronicled the people that have ruled Nigeria before. Then you find out that it's not only Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa that have ruled Nigeria before. Maybe that would educate and inform you. And when you talk about sharing the, look, this is not in defense of the 3 tribes. I'm just trying to educate ourselves here. And when you talk about sharing or corruption in Nigeria, corruption has no tribe. It has no language. It has no form. It has no gender. Corruption is so rife in the country that it doesn't even care how it affects you, how it affects me. So, my friend, I think that you're just upset over, what you shouldn't be upset about because you actually don't have that much grasp of that conversation that you're trying to have, okay? But this is me just trying to inform you that when you talk of corruption that you have mentioned, it's got no name, it's got no tribe, it's faceless, it's everybody's faces. It would be a disservice to yourself to think that it's Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba that have destroyed this country. I mean, you not be doing yourself any good if you're to believe that. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, please.
Sheriff.
Yes, please.
My name is Rapruchuku.
You're welcome.
Okay, I want to talk about high cost of cooking gas.
Okay.
You see, I still wondering, honestly, Mr. Sheriff, in this country, they remove subsidy and everything is getting so exorbitant. You know, where like before we used to get fuel at 165 precisely. Now we are getting fuel at 650. This starts at some places. Then why must all these things, like all these crudes of a thing coming out from our crude, you know, like fuel, gas, is so exorbitant at this time. Not even cooking gas, kerosene as well. It's so exorbitant. I learned kerosene is 1,200 naira per liter at some places.
Thank you.
You know, because this cooking gas is risky.
Thank you.
Not every family use it because of children.
Thank you. Thank you for calling me. Nigeria Info, good morning to you. Morning to you.
How was the night?
It was okay, thank you.
Engineer Chris calling from Ejibo. Sherry, I support what our friend from Surulere said concerning the rape issue.
Okay.
For Sherry, I have a question. You know, when a woman rapes a man, what exactly should be done to her? As men will be castrated. Because I know men too rape, but there are women that rape men.
I agree.
If a woman now rapes a man, what do we do to her? Please, I need an answer. God bless you. I'm not a rapist, though. Oh, God bless you.
Nobody is calling. What is wrong with this man? Okay. Why did he say that? Anyways, yeah, I think it's a valid question, but there's also some form of female castration as well. Yeah, there's that thing. There's a female castration stuff. If you like, you can call it FGM if you like. But I think it can be done. Then there's something they call chemical castration as well, that you don't have to cut anything. It's chemically induced, you know. That's also there. 7:49. Good morning to you.
Hi, good morning, Sheriff.
Morning to you.
My name is Chika.
Welcome, Chika.
On the, what was it called, federal government crashing the price of cooking gas.
Yeah.
Must you always set up committee for everything? Because before I know now, they told you that spent billions in setting up this committee to crash the price. Whatever they want to do, let them just go ahead and crash the price. Then on the flight diversion, Sheriff, that thing was not diversion. No. I have someone that's in that.
Oh, really? Okay.
He said that they landed at Asaba. And the cabin crew announced that they were landed at Abuja, only for them to arrive and found out that in Asaba. Since Festus Kiyamo became the Minister of Aviation, you know how many planes have actually missed their track and runway.
So it's Kiyamo's fault.
I'm telling you, because I just hope that we are not back to the days of Babafemi Borishade, whereby we have so many plane crashes. Okay. You know what I'm talking about now, 2005, 2004, 5, 6, and thereabout. So, I mean, because when you look at, you can limit now, you can count it. So many planes have actually lost track, some missed the wrong way. So I just hope that we get this thing right. How can a plane take off from Lagos going to Abuja and suddenly find itself in Asaba? It doesn't add up. Good morning.
Thank you, Chika. Good morning to you too. Good morning to you.
Yeah, Mr. Sharif, I haven't finished making my point.
No, your time was up.
I don't know what happened that time.
No, your time was up that time.
Let me round my point.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Everybody can round up their point in even 5 minutes if I was to give you 5 minutes every time that you call. Let's give others a chance to call in. Good morning to you. Morning. I can't hear you. It appears you couldn't hear me as well. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Sherry.
Morning to you.
Yeah, this is Friday from Igwele.
Friday, talk to me.
Yeah, I think our governor, Baseki, is going too far. He's going too far. He should allow this man to come out and test his popularity. That's why we don't support zoning.
You know that it's possible that it wasn't even Obaseki. It's possible that it was just the person that owned the hotel that is loyal to Obaseki, you know?
The person that owns the hotel is one way or the other related to Obaseki. We just see, as a governor, is the leader of the party in the state, Sherry.
True. They
all work together. So for me, you should allow this man to come out and test his popularity, because our deputy governor is even more popular as a footballer than being a deputy governor. I don't know why he's fighting to be the deputy. He can go back to his box because this is not what we vote Obaseki for. We supported him in the last election, but look at the way he's treating Edo State. Go to Edo State and Sherry. No good road. You know the inner road of Edo State. We can't move from one local government to another. And these people, they are here fighting themselves. Thank you very much, Sherry.
Thank you to you, Friday, for calling me right on time. Let's speak with Femi. Femi is on Skype. Let's jump on it. Hi, Femi. Good morning to you. Femi, can you hear me?
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
Yeah, how was your weekend?
It was okay, thank you.
Yeah. Basically, I think I would like to say that a lot of us as Nigerians, we are like open books. We just speak out our intentions. While we think we are trying to prefer solutions, we bring in more problem. Somebody was talking about that we cannot have the three languages as our official audition. And I dare to tell him that a lot of countries that we run to, that we say European countries that we run to, they have more than one languages as their official language.
True.
I'll use an example of Belgium. Belgium have 3 official languages, French, Dutch, and German. And how did I know? I went to Scotland. I think it was 3 months ago, and I was speaking with a Belgian national. He's of Flemish region, and we're talking about like languages and this. And I told him that we had a lot of language in our this, and he was asking me what is our official language. I said English, and he was like, why? Why don't we speak our local dialect, have it as official language? But for us, a lot of us, we try to say, oh no, not this. Meanwhile, we try to say, oh, it's because people are tribalistic. That's why they don't accept this. But in a way, you trying to foster one, put one,
Femi.
or like put one on people. You are tribalistic yourself.
All right, Femi. Thank you. Thank you, Femi. Thank you for calling me. I appreciate your time is up. I can't hear you anymore. Thank you. 7:53 is the time. Let me take this one. Then we go and take some messages on WhatsApp. Good morning to you. That call has dropped, so let's replace it with this one here. Good morning to you. Morning. Are you here? Okay, let's take another call then. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning.
Morning to you.
How was your weekend?
Good, thank you.
This is Madam Missy.
Welcome.
Look, you see this gas issue, Gas is peppering also. When Jonathan brought this thing, if you see everybody, many people jettisoning firewood, charcoal, and kerosene. You will see them on Okada on head carrying cylinder to the depot to go and refill. But nowadays, nothing like that. Last week, I bought 12.5 kg for 11,200 from depot.
What?
Wait till Madam if you won't cook. But I need a gas. You cannot use the electric cooker because of token in your meter. May not finish. You use microwave. They say to use microwave is not good to warm. So what kind of uncertainty life are we living in this country? They should try and do something about our welfare. This government is not So I'm still going to give them 1 year.
Okay.
Yes, I will give them 1 year. Let us see. After 1 year, they will not like what I'll be saying on air. Let them touch our welfare.
Thank you.
Let things in the market be, the prices come down.
Thank you.
And let's know what we are doing in this country.
Thank you.
And let me say,
Morning to you too. Thank you. Let's go to WhatsApp. Let's go take 1 or 2 messages there. Then we cross to Facebook and our live stream on YouTube as well. Stanley from Okota says the 3 major languages should be made compulsory for all schools. It will unite us. That's Stanley. He'll drop that here. Stanley, thank you for sharing your thought. I've got another one here that says, his name is Kelvin from Ikoyi. Kelvin says, a push for the formalization of either Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa as our national language is not necessary at this point. This would be at the expense of the other tribes. We need to consider ourselves Nigerians, irrespective, of the ethnic group we belong to. Kelvin, thank you for sharing that. Appreciate. I've got another one here that says the law on castration of rapists is just chasing shadows. What happens to our already existing laws? We have a problem of implementing laws so making a new one is funny. That's Nduku Gospel on WhatsApp. We'll drop that. Nduku, thank you for sharing. Yeah? I've got another one here that says, how does making our local language our official language after the price of bread in the market, or how affect you mean? Okay. Or how does it affect the price of dollars? We need to find work for these legislators. They appear to have a lot of free time on their hands. No name, but thank you for sharing your thought. Appreciate it. Let's see. Do I have time? Do I have time to take? I think I do. I think I can take one or two messages before I get out of here. So I have this one here from Blair Anya, who says, we won't manage the 3 languages well if they become official. The Nigerian factor will likely take over. That's Blair. Blair, thank you for sharing your thought. Shagun says, Nigeria wants to copy other countries like France, China, India, and other countries that use their native languages. Use of, in this country, generally speak, we are already divided. Okay, Shagun, thank you. I have to go now. I must go now. But thank you for being a part of Daily today from 7:30 to this point. Tomorrow I'll be back here at about time 7:30 to 8 p.m. on another day's broadcast. In the meantime, it's back to Kofi Bartels on the Morning Crossfire. I'm Sheriff Quadry.
Whenever I tell people I'm a full-time master student.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's